This episode of Android Weekly is brought to you by Domain.com. You know, there was a time on here where I claimed that tablets would truly take off when they could become a laptop replacement. But I think I was missing the point. Here's why. So why oh why haven't tablets taken off like smartphones have? They're certainly cool.
Come.
Unlike phones, which people carry with them and use daily, tablets are often seen as a luxury that extends only to the home and travel. Obviously, this doesn't apply to everyone, but compared with the forced acceptance that carrying a phone means having it on you at all times, owning a tablet is something you need not go with 24/7. It's surprising to see how quickly tablets have vanished from visibility on subways and trains in the past few years. At one point, the iPad and iPad mini could be seen virtually everywhere, and even the Nexus 7 was pretty popular. These days, it's almost strange when someone uses a tablet on the train, if only for the fact that it's so large compared to our average devices. The largeness may indeed be a sizable reason why tablet sales are slagging. Once upon a time, when, quote, big Android phones were a scandalous 4.3 inches, the prospect of a 7-inch tablet, or especially a 10.1-inch product, were especially enticing. This was all the more true with something like the Asus second Transformer Prime. Do you remember that beast? It was amazing. The first Android tablet to feature 1080p screen resolution. The experience was truly much more grandiose with a product that was potentially over twice as big as the phone you were carrying around on a daily basis. But then the phablet debuted and brought on what I call Tabla apathy. The reality is, phablets are good enough. They meet that need where it's small enough to be a phone for texting and phone calling, and it's big enough to consume most of your day-to-day media. Most of you are probably watching this on your phablets, which is a bit of a misnomer, right? I mean, that's the most common phone right now. You and your 5.2 plus inch phones. But, you know, me, I like my small phone and my big tablet. My phone is for consuming audio podcasts and audiobooks and texting and calling, and my tablet is for gaming and watching videos and stuff like that. But clearly, I am in the minority. And therein lies another motivational problem: differentiation. Tablets release constantly, yet how much change are we seeing from product to product? Perhaps nowhere can this be seen best than looking at Cupertino's small-sized embarrassment from 2014. There was almost no difference between the iPad mini 2 and 3, save for the addition of Touch ID and a gold color scheme. With Android, there tends to be a slight better inner upgrades. See the Galaxy Tab 3 versus the Galaxy Tab 4, for example. But even then, it's more of a spec sheet situation than anything truly tangible to the masses. For someone who has paid $400 to $600 for a tablet, specs don't really matter when the thing is just going to sit on the sofa all day. Now, for my own personal take here, and I'm differing from the article, but I think it's about apps. We're not talking about apps. There are so few apps that are optimized for tablets. How many games really take advantage of a tablet form factor? How many media devices take advantage of the large screen? Not many. And that's really why you have a tablet: to consume media, to watch videos, to play, much more immersive games, but still yet be super, super portable. We just don't have those. So we need a more compelling reason to consume our media on that, 7 to 10 or soon 12-inch form factor without a keyboard. What do you think? Now, I'm also famous for saying that tablets will only take off when they can become true laptop replacements. But I think I was sort of missing the point. The point is that there will always be a certain small segment of the population that needs a truck of a device, right? People who do heavy-duty work, like I do lots of video editing and lots of writing, and I need a keyboard for a long period of time. So I'm always going to need a laptop or a desktop that can process all those large files. Yeah, and I think many of you are like that too. But as tablets get better at becoming media devices and task managers, there's going to be, very little need for 80 to 90% of the population to go to a laptop. What do you think about that? All right, new t-shirt contest for anyone who can come up with the most creative Android-related .com domain name. I will send you a t-shirt anywhere in the world. Heck, you're from Burma, I will send you a t-shirt, because with a little creativity and a .com, you can have a serious impact. Why? Because no domain name extension tells your story with the same level of trust as a .com or .net domain name. .com and .net domain name extensions inject credibility into your online presence. And who doesn't want more credibility? You can save 15% on domain name and web hostings when you use our coupon code ANDROID at domain.com checkout. Don't forget, 15% off when you use our coupon code ANDROID. When you think domain names, think domain.com. All right, so last week someone commented below on how they were unsubbing from the channel because they heard I have an iPad as a tablet. The sky is falling. But you sort of sound like a guy who is a hardline right-winger or a hardline left-winger, and they will even support their candidate when their candidate is clearly incompetent. The reality is, if you want the best tablet right now, it's an iPad. It's an iPad Air 2. It's just the reality. You know, Android manufacturers just haven't caught up. When they do, I can buy one of those and have my beloved operating system. Don't forget about my brothers in Android who are working super hard to be your source for all things Android. I shall see you on Friday on the next Android Q&A.